Welcome into Season 2, Episode 1 of Rangers Deep in the Heart, presented by Justin Boots. And speaking of boots, I have the queen of cowboy boots right next to me, Kenzie Heim, and her husband, Rangers catcher Jonah Heim, who is an all-star, a world champion, all the things. We have so much to get into today, so let's get started. But first things first, Jonah and Kenzie, thank you guys so much for joining me.
Of course, we're excited to be
It's going to be a lot of fun. How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
It's great.
Jonah slept
Little.
in.
Little wet outside, but we'll be fine.
I know the weather here's been crazy, but before we dive into everything we have planned today, we're going to talk about being parents of 3, baseball life, ALS association, all sorts of different things. Rangers fans want to get to know you guys a little bit more as a couple. So let's go back to the very beginning. How did you guys meet?
Oh,
Yeah, you have to answer it.
So I was playing AAA in Vegas for Oakland. We had an off day, spending it at the pool, like we usually do when it's 120 degrees outside, and she showed up. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of been love at first sight.
Oh my God, that was so cute.
When did you know that each other was the one?
Fairly soon.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it was right away.
Yeah, we met in 2019 and we got married in 2020, so that's pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Hey, when you know, you know. We're going to dive into some quick Rangers rapid fire. So if you had to pick a walk-up song for each other, what song would you pick and why?
I would pick,
Post
Post Malone.
One of the country Post Malone songs?
No.
OG Post Malone?
Yeah.
I gotta look it
Okay,
up.
we can look it up.
I have to look it up.
Okay, while you're looking that up, Jonah, what would your answer for Kenzie be?
Probably, I mean, if the easy answer would be probably a Kelsey Ballerini song.
Oh, I love her.
She's the best. I mean, I
She
saw you
is.
at the Kelsey Ballerini concert.
I did.
She is
We
pretty
did run
fabulous.
into each other. Yeah.
What Kelsey Ballerini song would you pick?
What's the name of it?
Is it Penthouse?
Yeah.
The one I always
So
sing.
good.
She karaoke's it every
Sometimes
day.
I karaoke it at home.
It's such a good song.
But the
that was
healed
a really
version.
good concert.
Healed. Good job.
Oh, the healed version.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
Jonah,
job,
we love to
Jonah.
see that.
I'm a listener.
So big Kelsey Ballerini guy because of your wife?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to find it. Cooped Up.
Oh yeah, Cooped Up by Post Malone.
He loves that song. He just remembered it in the car. He's like, "Oh, I wanted this to be a walk-up song."
Hey, it's never too late to
Just
change it.
recently. I know.
Oh, yeah, you can't change a good thing, though.
That's true. Okay, so
So
Cooped Up.
wait, you have to tell him the story of your walk-up song this year.
Oh yeah, I would love to hear that.
Oh, yeah, so last year didn't go great. So then when we met in Vegas, I was playing really well. So I did my walk-up song that I used in Vegas this year.
So which song was that? For Rangers fans that haven't been to a game yet to hear your walk-up song.
OTW by Khalid.
Okay, that's a good one. So your answers for walk-up songs for each other are Cooped Up and Penthouse. Love that.
Healed.
Healed version. Yes, that's very important to add.
It is.
And then if you could either have a celebrity first pitch happen, who would you want it to be and why? So any celebrity in the world coming to a Rangers game to throw out a first pitch, who would you guys want to see on the mound?
It would have to be. I'm just in my Kelsey Ballerini era. I love her. So for me, it would be her.
Okay, I love that. What about you, Jonah?
I mean, the easy answer is Josh Allen, but yeah, we're going to go with that.
I could have predicted that one. And then as we kind of round out this bit about you guys as a couple, describe each other using just one word.
Outgoing.
Oh wow,
That's a good one.
loving.
Loving and outgoing. Those are both very, very good qualities. I love that. Well, let's jump in a little bit of baseball talk. So this is year 5 for both of you in Texas. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun. And an all-star and winning a World Series and just a lot of things happening in the Heim household. But what is the goal for the 2025 season that both of you have?
I think a good one is we talked about to start the season was go to another All-Star game. I feel like,
That was what I was gonna say.
yeah, I feel like she's dying to get back on the red carpet, and dress up our kids.
It's about
See how-
me.
The red carpet.
It was so
fashion's
good. It was,
amazing.
yeah.
What kind of outfits would you guys go for this year? Because we're going to manifest this right here and right now. 2025 All-Star, Jonah Heim behind the plate. But what is the Heim family going to wear this All-Star game on the red carpet?
Um,
in Atlanta, right?
it's in Atlanta.
Probably cowboy-ish theme.
Cowboy-ish. Yeah.
don't
I
know
feel
if we'd
like
go
my
full
look
pink
is
again.
we wouldn't do full pink. I think I saw something and it was like yellow. And so I was thinking I might dive into like the buttercream
I
yellow.
like that.
I still love the outgoing feathers and sequins. Like that.
She's my stylist, so
And
I just
he-
do what I'm
He
told.
just shows up. He's like, whatever you want to put me in, I'm ready. Well,
But
hey,
I do think we need to knock on wood. All of us.
There we go. I love that.
Everyone.
Well, you're on your way because on April 6th, you hit a walk-off. But before that, we'll get to that in a second. But before that in the game, you stole a base. And that doesn't always happen for you. But I know that a goal this year for the Rangers' entire roster is just being more aggressive on the base path. So what was going through your mind when you were actually stealing a base?
Just trying not to get thrown out and not look silly. But yeah, that was a big emphasis this spring, was being aggressive, and had a good off season, so I feel fast. I feel dangerous on the bases. So
Fast and dangerous.
Fast and dangerous on the bases. There you go. That's the theme for the
I like
season.
that one.
had to get it out early before my legs started to get a little tired.
And then
He was
later,
feeling dangerous.
and then you're also fast and dangerous later on in that game. You hit the walk-off. Let's talk about what happened after that moment. Your kids, Nash and Lux, ran on the field. It was all over social media. What really happened in that moment?
It just so happened that it was Sunday and they were getting ready to come run the bases, so they always sit there, wait patiently until the game's over. I don't know how patient, but yeah, did the interview after the game and they both ran up to me. Pretty surreal moment. Thought it was super special. I didn't know it got caught on camera until I got back in the clubhouse and then looked at my phone, but probably one of the most surreal moments I've had on a baseball field for sure.
As parents, what emotions did you feel, obviously in that moment, but also having those moments captured on social media to save and cherish forever?
I feel like it's so surreal because you go your whole life, not necessarily like the dream being to have like their dad be a baseball player, but you go their whole life and you just want that a father for your kids and them to be obsessed with them. And so it's exactly that. It's like a dream come true because they love their dad. All of them, huh?
Yeah.
They're obsessed with him. And Jonah's the best dad ever. So
I know that you described each other in your marriage a few seconds ago, but how would you describe each other with one word as parents?
It's hard because you can't really put it into one word because she's just the best mom ever. So
oh my God. Wow.
3 words.
There you go.
Best
That
mom
works.
ever.
Okay, 3 words for you,
Jonah-
Kenzie, about Jonah. That's
the best
fine.
dad ever. Jonah, I already said it. He really is. He's so nurturing though with the kids and just gentle and he just loves them.
Well, you guys are coming off of a difficult 2024, both on and off the field. Kenzie, your mom passed away with her battle with ALS. First of all, our sincerest condolences for your loss there. And I just know that it was a lot for you guys to go through last season. And we'll talk about all the good that you're doing momentarily with the ALS Association. But Jonah, I know that, everyone goes through grief and it's something that every single person deals with. And not everyone has to perform on a national stage in front of tens of thousands of people every single night. So how did you two come together and work through those really difficult months you had last season?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Obviously, baseball's not important in those moments and situations. So all that's important is to make sure the family has what it needs and try to get kids through that situation in the best way they can. So
I still clearly cannot
No,
even
it's
talk
okay.
about it.
It's okay. No, that's what these conversations are for. And we just really appreciate your openness. And I know that it was a lot for you guys to go through together. But I mean, Kenzie, you're obviously Jonah's #1 supporter, especially with him on the field, but off the field, going through those really difficult times in your life. How was he there to support you?
He was everything I needed. That's who I leaned on. He was I don't know, he really stepped up and you don't you don't know how they're gonna act in those moments. And so just having him there supporting me, taking care of the kids when I needed out. Just I don't know.
How did you guys juggle and balance going through the craziness of a baseball season while also dealing with something so difficult personally?
Well, it was rough. It was
yeah,
very
it's tough.
rough.
I mean, you never expect to be in a situation like that, so you don't really know how to prepare or handle it. But obviously, there's things I wish I did differently. But I feel like we got through it the best way we knew how to.
We got through it. Yeah.
Obviously, we're still trying to cope with the emotions and
Yeah.
figure day-to-day life out. But she was the strongest person I knew in that situation, still being able to show up for the kids, and so I was just very proud of her for that.
Kenzie, where does that strength come from?
It's all from my mom. She showed up every single day, no matter if she was sick, if she wasn't feeling good, she was always there for everything we did. So it's for sure from her.
Did you have to compartmentalize last season, Jonah, with what's going on at home and also what you were dealing with on the field?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our family life's bigger than baseball, so had to put that in the forefront and just try to put the family first and just try to get through their needs. And then when you're here, you you try to do everything you can, but it's still on your mind, so it's tough.
In a way, too, the Rangers organization and all of the players and the wives are a family. So, how did you get a lot of support from the wives, Kenzie, and the players, Jonah, with all you were dealing with last season?
I I still am speechless just thinking about it. The wives really rallied through. I got home from obviously like my mom's funeral and they like stocked my whole house with like food for me and the kids and Jacqueline had put a cooler on the front porch and for like the next 3 weeks, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, people had dropped off breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Um baskets for my kids of just like toys when we got home. What else? My whole house was covered in obviously flowers, but I mean, I didn't expect any of it, and I had no idea. I mean, Jacqueline had flowers planted, and she had redone like furniture and house decor because we had just moved in, and she wanted us to come home and just feel warm and happy and just be there. And she with all the other wives, she was just the one that executed it. It was just it was unreal.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal to see the support that we had from each and every
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
in this clubhouse and organization. So it was amazing.
Pictures of my mom, framed pictures all over the house. Stacy DeGrom got me this what was the Love Shack fancy locket necklace with pictures of my mom. Just like they all rallied together and they made me feel, I don't know the
Just a
word I'm
little
looking
better.
for. Yeah, just better.
What did all of that teach you guys about the Rangers families as a true family, all of you coming together for something like that?
I mean, the Rangers organization really is a family. And I feel like you don't necessarily like realize that until you're in moments like that and they really you can lean on every single one of them and it was just really cool to see.
And another way that they're coming to support you guys is the two of you were obviously hosting our mystery ball sale on May 30th. So, Rangers fans, make sure to mark your calendars for that. And all the proceeds will go towards the ALS Association
Yes.
from the mystery baseballs and also t shirts. What should fans get excited about for that night?
So I just want to make it huge. I feel like people living with ALS have so many other things to deal with that if we can help them in any way, I just want to help them out and take like one burden off them. So I told Jonah, I was like, I just want to make it huge. I want to be able to donate more at this mystery ball gala than ever has been. So we're also going to do our Heim and ALS t-shirts, and I feel like they're so cute this year. So I'm excited for that. We had them made when my mom threw out the first pitch, so we've just kind of tweaked them and made them. Um, I love them. And then we have people donating things, and so our goal is to just be able to donate as much as we can and help take that burden off of people living with ALS.
So, that's also a really fun night for all the wives to come together.
Yes.
I always see you guys at the table selling baseballs, things like that. How special are those events and those moments when all the wives can actually be together? I know you all have really busy schedules, lots of
Yeah.
kids involved. So, how is it to just all be together for a special night like the mystery ball sale?
It's so cool. So we all have obviously there are tons of Rangers babies, and so it's so cool because they all get to be together and the Rangers provide like a sitter for all the kids and the kids get to be together and then the wives get to be together and not have to worry about that. And so we all can just rally together, sell as much as we can. We make it fun. We get to meet all the fans, which is really sweet. And so yeah, it's just another time we get to rally together and
Do good in the
do good.
community.
Do good in the community.
How many baseballs do you think you've signed for that, Jonah? Do you have a rough idea?
Oh,
The fans are trying to figure out the percentage of mystery baseballs of how many of them are from Jonah Heim.
They
we haven't really got them yet, but in the past it's been quite a few. But
and
I'm
I
sure
know
I'll
they've sold out in the past, so I'd rather have too many than to sell out.
Absolutely.
So,
More baseballs, more money towards the ALS
yes,
Association. It's a
yes,
win-win for
yes,
everybody.
exactly.
For those that are living with ALS, whether it's a family member, a spouse, whoever it may be, even a friend, what advice do you have to them about offering support that's needed during that time?
If I could go back and have my mom change one thing, it would just be spend every because we didn't realize when she got diagnosed, like, how soon it would all happen, and so I would just say, like, spend every second with your loved ones because honestly, nothing matters other than that, and it happens so fast. Um, so I just think if I could tell anyone that's just been diagnosed with ALS or any terminal sickness, just spend every last second with your family because that's what matters, and you can't take anything else with you.
Looking for boots that work just as hard as you do? Justin Boots delivers rugged performance, timeless style, and over 145 years of Western tradition. Find your next perfect pair at justinboots.com. Jonah, do you ever find days or times in your busy schedule to go spend time with the kids in the family room, whether it's after a game, on the field like we just talked about a little while ago? When do you really try to maximize your time with your kids when they're here at the ballpark?
Yeah, I feel like me and Nash have a pretty good tradition of whenever we win, he gets to come in the clubhouse. So I feel like every time that we win, he's always just gearing up to run up.
He waits
the
for him
He waits
outside of the
waits
clubhouse.
outside of the clubhouse, and
He loves it.
yeah, Lulu gets a little disappointed
Yeah.
when I tell her no girls allowed. But
Yeah, but they do. Tawny will do like twice a year. They'll do like girls in the clubhouse night, which is special. So
yeah, it's just growing up, being able to bring my kids into a major league clubhouse is pretty special to me, and I know it's something that they're never going to forget. So I think it's just a nice little surprise for them to be able to do that.
yeah.
What are Nash's favorite parts about the clubhouse? I had the Jankowskis on last year, and Travis said that his sons loved the chips. They were really excited about the chip selection. So what are Nash's favorite parts of the Rangers clubhouse?
His favorite parts is the gum room.
The gum room.
Yeah, he gets to
He
go
does
out
love the bubble gum.
and pick out his own piece of bubble gum after
Yeah.
the game, and then he likes to go shoot baskets in the training room. They have like a little small basketball hoop that the kids love to go shoot in there. So that's his favorite part.
And you have Champ up there in a few years when he
Oh
can
my
actually
gosh.
walk. He's
Yeah.
still pretty teeny tiny, but now you are parents of 3. First of all, congratulations of the addition of Champ back in June. I had John and Jacqueline Gray on the podcast last year, and Jacqueline told me the story about you going into labor with Champ, and she was the one that basically helped deliver him because the guys were on a road trip. So what's your side of the story?
Okay, I don't know where to start. So I was going to get a spray tan, and so I got a spray tan, and I was kind of like feeling nauseous on the way to get a spray tan. And the kids the night before were sick, and so I was like, I'm getting what they're getting. And then from the time I left getting the spray tan to getting home, I was like just feeling kind of crampy, and I was like, oh, this is weird. So my sister-in-law just gave birth to her 5th baby, so I had called her, and I was like, I'm kind of like having cramping, but not. I was like, not really, and I was early when this night. I think I was like 37 weeks, and she was like, oh, you're probably just having Braxton Hicks. Like, why don't you try and sleep it off? So I had texted Jacqueline a joke on my way to the spray tan, and I was like, or on my way home, I was like, think I'm in labor, LOL. And one thing about her, she doesn't mess around. So she's like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, oh, I'm kidding. I don't think I am. And then my sister-in-law had told me, she's like, why don't you just try and go to sleep? Well, when I'm pregnant, I can't sleep, so my doctor has me take Unisum. So I took a Unisum, and I was just gonna fight out these contractions or whatever was going on.
Just battle through them.
Battle through it at home. So then in like an hour, I was on FaceTime with Jacqueline, and I was like, I gotta go. I have to get in the bath. I'm in so much pain. And she's like, what do you mean get in the bath? Like, you just got a spray tan. And she's like, as soon as you told me that you were getting in the bath after you had just gotten a spray tan, she's like, I knew it was go time.
She means business. You know, you do not shower unless you wait your 4 to 8 hours. You do not
Rule
shower.
number 1, yeah. So I'm in the bath, and next thing I know, Jacqueline is at my front door. And so I turned my phone off. I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not in labor. I love Jacqueline so much, but I was ready to sleep it out. I was in such denial. Jonah was on the road. I was like, I'm not going to answer the door. So she just walks in. Is that not the most Jacqueline thing ever?
Yeah,
She just walks in, and she's like, all right, let's go. I'm like, go where? She's like, she's like, I'm at least taking you in to be seen. And I was like, no. She's like, does Jonah know? I was like, well, no, he's playing a game.
And my phone's off.
And my
so
phone's
of course
off.
not.
And she's like, have you told Blake? And I'm like, no, I haven't. I've done nothing. She's like, okay, grab your bag. I'm like, what bag? She's like, your hospital bag. Grab it. I'm like, I don't have that. I'm not ready to go. And so she packs me a bag, and I was like, Jacqueline, let me put a little makeup on. So I'm putting on makeup, and then she packed my bag for me, which she's very type A and like organized. And so her packed bag was like actually a lot nicer than mine would have ever been. Mine would have been just stuff thrown in. She packed me a bag, and then we go, and we get there, and they tell me that I'm ready to go and that I'm ready to push, and that was that. So, but I like to have C-sections, and I had one with Lux before, and so I wasn't gonna not have one. So when we get there, they're like, "Okay, you're ready to push," and I was like, "No, I'm not." So, anyways, I had a C-section, and Jonah was able to make it via FaceTime. So
I was sitting in the Seattle airport on FaceTime with Jacqueline, watching a C-section happen.
So how soon after the C-section happening were you able to get to the hospital and be with your family?
She called me. It was like the game just ended, and I had like 2 or 3 missed calls. So then I called,
and not from me.
and then I called her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just going to the hospital just in case." I was like, "Well, that's something you tell me earlier." And then I was on a flight. I think my flight left Seattle at like midnight, and I got to the hospital at like 4 a.m. So Champ was here.
But Champ, they took him right away to the NICU. So we got to see him. We got to hold him for the first time together at least, which was sweet. But
Yeah, that was nice.
So I'm assuming Champ's name is Champ because you had just been named World Series champions. Is that where it came from?
Yeah, she found out she was pregnant the day after we won the World Series.
Oh my gosh,
So it
that's
was
so he
awesome.
truly is a World Series baby.
That's amazing. I love the name, by the way. It's the cutest name ever.
Thank you.
He's adorable, as all
He
of
is
your kids.
perfect,
They're all just precious. They
Yeah.
all look identical. It's the cutest thing ever. They're like little triplets. But going back to your story with Jacqueline, how does that just showcase the bond of what baseball wives really are?
I mean, Jacqueline, I have like no words for, because she is just, not even just to me, she is just the most amazing, thoughtful person. She will drop anything to help anyone. And I'm sure all the Rangers fans already know that. They're involved in so many organizations, and they're just amazing people, both her and Jonathan. And so it was really special to have her there.
Jonah, throughout the baseball season, you're obviously gone a lot, and so Kenzie's here a lot with the kids by herself, and you can't necessarily make it in time for moments like that. So how does it make you feel knowing that Kenzie has that support system?
It makes me feel good to know that she has other family here. It might not be by blood, but she's created such good bonds with a lot of people
Yeah.
here that we can call them family. So, um, it's reassuring to know that she's not completely alone here when we're on the road. And I know she makes it a priority to travel a lot. So, hopefully when the weather gets a little nicer in some places, we'll get Champ to some big league stadiums. But it's nice to know that she has that lot of support here.
Yeah.
From a dad standpoint, what conversations are you having with other Rangers dads in the clubhouse, whether it's newborns or just parenting things? Like, who are the dads in the clubhouse that you lean on the most?
I think we talk a lot about just how people aren't getting a lot of sleep. It's a lot of kids getting out of bed, yelling at 4 a.m. And that was my story the other day that Lux
You
decided
didn't even get up with her.
I was awake. I just didn't get out of bed.
Okay.
She's just screaming at 4 a.m. at the top of the stairs because she just didn't want to walk down the stairs by herself.
Yeah. Mama, come get me.
She's so cute. I love her.
She is.
But I'm curious to know, so let's say, today's a 7 o'clock home game. What does the Heim household look like from the time the kids get up, whether it's Lux at 4 a.m. screaming on the stairs to waking up at 11? What does the Heim household look like on a home game day?
So the kids are usually up around 8-ish on average.
Okay.
And then I'm up at like 9:30.
Jonah gets up at 9:30 or 10. And then we all eat breakfast together. And then Nash likes to play baseball, so Jonah's out back with Nash, and he just throws in baseballs for like an hour every morning. And then Lulu just likes to be wherever we are, so she's either out there with them or she's inside playing.
Yeah. And then I leave around
12:31
every day.
I usually drive him to the field so we can ride home, all of us together, because I hate driving at night. Yeah, and then I take him to the field. We get home, I put the kids down for a nap, and then I wake them up and we go to the game.
What is the process of getting your kids outfitted for a Rangers
I
game? Because you
do-
guys all have the most incredible closets, I must say.
I do love dressing them for games.
Nash has been
That's-
more independent.
Nash is trying to be more independent, but for games, that's the one time I'm like, I gotta pick your outfits for the game, okay? So yeah, in all their closets, they have a section of like game day close. And so if Nash does want to pick, he gets to go to that section and pick. But I'll just go, if I'm not trying to have them all 3 match, I just go and grab something from their little section. It's actually not a little section. They have a lot of game day gear, especially this year, because I feel like I'm finally like feeling good. So it's fun for me. That's my favorite part.
Jonah, do you know where they sit during games? Like, do you wave to them? I know that when you have a home run, you usually point up to Kenzie. So do you have an idea of where they're at or any little family traditions or rituals that you guys have?
Yeah, they're in the family section pretty much every game, so I know exactly where to look and give my little hand gesture when I can actually hit home runs.
And then hope that the Rangers win that night and then Nash gets to go in the
Yeah,
clubhouse
yeah.
after.
And then we always FaceTime him before the game too.
Yep.
Wasn't there something, I forgot who told me about this, but you guys Snapchat before every game, or I think I saw it on your Instagram
it is not
maybe.
Snapchat anymore. We don't have that, but it is. He sends me a picture every game, and he's like, has like a little saying, and then ends it with "I love you," and it's just a selfie in his uniform.
Mhm.
And he's done that since we met,
Wow.
so that's been like a while.
Can't break tradition.
You can't.
I love that. That's very sweet. And you guys mentioned a few moments ago that Nash just started playing baseball. I saw that he's wearing number 28. How did that come to be? Did Nash decide that number? Did you guys pick it for him? How did that happen?
If he could have picked, that would have been the number he would have picked, but we picked it for him. And so it's so cute because he always is like, "I'm number 28, just like my daddy." So he
Yeah,
loves it.
it's sweet.
Yeah, and then worked out for me because I have 28, so I always wear like 28 gear.
You're set.
Yeah, I'm
You
good
got
to
everything
go.
you possibly
Yeah,
need for
yeah.
Jonah's games, for Nash's
yeah.
games. You guys are set across the board.
Yeah.
Do we have a switch hitter in our future?
Every time I try to get him to hit left-handed, he says he hates it and tries
Oh,
to hit
really?
right-handed, so
He's still young. He has
He's
some
young,
years ahead of
yeah.
him to figure it out.
Yeah.
But Jonah, I'm curious to get your perspective. When you're at one of Nash's games, you spend your whole life at a baseball field anyways. How involved are you? Are you coaching the team? Are you just another dad in the stands? What does that look like for you?
I'm just another dad in the stands. I'm there strictly to be a dad and just support him and watch him have fun. So maybe one day, if baseball is what he wants to do, high school or something like that, maybe I'll coach him. But for now, it's just I want him to go out there, have fun, and just enjoy it.
I feel like it's really competitive for kids now. It's like you're born and you have to decide what sport you're going to play for the rest of your life. And all these, even little league teams seem so competitive. Are there ever any like overly competitive parents that come up to you and ask for tips about catching or hitting or things like that for their kids?
Yeah, it definitely happens. Probably for their older kids more so than Nash's age, but it definitely happens. And I mean, I'm a big advocate and play different sports each season. So hopefully we can get Nash into hockey and
Yeah, he wants
Hockey.
I
Yeah.
want him golfing too.
golfing. Yeah.
Those
So
are good ones.
we'll see if he likes it and picks it up. But definitely some crazy parents out there, but they just want what's best for their kids. So I
Or
can't-
best for them.
or them, but can't
All the above.
I felt
can't
like-
blame them for that. But yeah, for me, it's just go out, have fun. Like if it's what you want to do, go do it. But we're not going to force him to do anything.
Yeah. Sure.
So you mentioned interest in maybe having him play hockey and golf. Why those two other sports?
There's just sports that I really enjoyed, and I think he would like it. Selfishly, I think I would love for him to play hockey or golf. But like I said, we're not going to we're going to give him the opportunity, and if he loves it, then great. But if he doesn't, then we'll go on to the next one.
What are some memories that you guys have from Nash's first baseball game? And it looks like you were able to be there too, Jonah, from what I saw on social media, which worked out incredible for your schedule.
Yeah, I was there.
It was really special that you were able to be there. 'Cause
Yeah, it
we
was-
had just gotten home from spring training.
Yeah, it was kind of emotional. Not gonna lie, just being able to be there, and it's kind of sickening that he's old enough to play sports now, but it's gone so fast.
Yeah.
But he loves it. He talks about it every single day, so it makes me happy that he loves it so much. When we told him he was going to play t-ball, he freaked out. So I
He
think
told every single person.
I think he was counting down the days till he got to play that
Yeah.
first game. So
Anyone he saw.
that's
Do you
what
know
it's all
I'm
about.
gonna play t-ball? Do you know I'm gonna play t-ball?
he called me and said, "Dad, I'm going to be a real baseball player." So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Kenzie, how does that make you feel?
I love
Seeing
it.
obviously big 28 at night
Yeah.
and then little 28,
it's the
you know,
best.
during afternoon or
It's the
weekend
best.
games.
Jacqueline's like, "You're not getting away from baseball anytime soon." Yeah. He just loves it. It's so sweet. Every morning he wakes up and the first thing he asks us is, "Do I have a game today?" So, because he's used to Jonah having games every day.
So they aren't playing a full 162 in Little League just
They're
yet?
not yet.
They're probably working up to it one
They're
day.
working up to it.
but-
Yeah. They're about half.
Once a week's good enough
yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
I think he's a little more advanced than T-ball.
Yeah.
Like he knows that to like get outs, and he knows to run a second.
Yeah.
Like
What
he'll-
was it on his first game? He like did what he was supposed to do in like actual baseball, but in T-ball you don't do it like that. And so like right?
Yeah, he hit the ball to the outfield and he tried to run to second base, but in T-ball they only run one base at a time. So he was confused why they told him to
He's
stop.
so mad.
He's like just big leaguing the rest of them. He's like, I'm gonna big league every single one of you on this Little League team. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah, he does.
I love that. Built for the bold, the Frontier collection from Justin blends classic Western style with modern edge. With sleek looks and premium leathers, these boots are ready for anything. Find your Frontier today at justinboots.com. We love our partner over at Justin Boots, and because of them, we have a game that we'll be playing every single episode this season. If you were here with us last year, you know what I'm about to say, but you've all played the game Marry, Kiss, Kill, where you've ranked celebrities, things of that nature. We're putting our very own deep in the heart spin on this, where now we're going to be playing Start, Bench, Give the Boot. It's going to be a list of 3 topics for each of you. You're going to have to rank your favorite one, Start. You're going to bench the one that's kind of the middle of the pack, and then give the boot to your least favorite. So Kenzie, speaking of game day fashion, we're going to do game day fashion for you. So we'll have you start, bench, give the boot to cowboy boots, which I think might be your favorite one, but
Yeah.
I'll let you decide. Graphic tee with Jonah's face on it and a bomber jacket.
Okay, start. Well, start. I wear boots to every game, so I would start the boots. And then what was the next one?
Graphic tee or bomber jacket. But a graphic tee with
Bench
Jonah's
or
face
sit?
on it.
Okay, bench. I would bench. The graphic tee would be next because I think we all need to be doing more game day gear with like their numbers and stuff because they're only in baseball for so long. So I love that. I love the personalized gear. So I would bench that and then give the boot. I don't really do the jackets.
It's a little
So-
warm in here sometimes,
Yeah.
even though we have AC. I
Yeah.
get it. I get you. I've been
And I
there.
always have a baby strap to me, so
Just too much
I'm
going
good to
on.
go. Yeah.
How many pairs of cowboy boots do you think you own?
Too many to count.
I have a lot. I love them.
Don't even try.
Jonah, are you a big shoe guy too, or just kind of let Kenzie do her
Yeah, I am. She buys most of them, but I do enjoy new shoes
Yeah.
for sure.
If ever I buy myself a pair of boots, I buy him a pair of boots too.
There you go.
Gotta
See,
keep
it's a
him
win-win
happy.
for
Yeah,
everybody.
So he also has a lot.
I do. I have quite a few.
Yeah.
So looking at the Heims closet, what percentage of the boots or shoes are Kenzie's and what percentage are Jonah's?
I'd say it's 60-40.
Yeah. He has
I have,
Okay, 60-40 Kenzie.
yeah.
That's actually not bad.
He
My
has-
closet's like 95-5, so that's
Yeah.
really good for you guys.
he has a lot of shoes.
No, she buys me a lot of shoes for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Jonah, now it's your turn for start, bench, give the boot. So we're going to do Bill's Mafia traditions. So we have, no shirt in the snow, below freezing temperatures. We have the ketchup and mustard ceremony, and we also have jumping onto a table, probably from like an RV or like a high elevated surface.
Strictly because I don't want to get injured, I'm going to give the boot to jumping on tables.
That's unfortunate, but I understand.
No, some people do it well, and they love that in Buffalo, but
That is so weird.
for me, I'm not risking injury there. I'll bench we'll do the ketchup and mustard. I'll bench that. That seems like a long day of sticky and not a fun shower at night. And then I'll start the shirtless in the snow and freezing. A couple beers, you'll be fine.
Alcohol blanket, not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. How many Bills games do you guys usually go to in the off season?
Not many, only because we do a lot of traveling during the season, so the off season we don't travel much. But we did go to a Bills playoff game this off season. Unfortunately, the one in Kansas City.
It was really fun though.
It was a lot of fun. Kansas City fans they were great to us. There wasn't any.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. So they were nice. So that was a positive. But
And they decided we should drive.
So
So we
drive to
drove.
Kansas City?
We drove.
yeah, it wasn't bad.
Him and his best friend, and then me and my best friend were in the back.
It was yeah. It was the drive there was fun. The drive back was disappointing.
I'm sure you've all been to bridal showers before where you've seen the shoe game being played, But of course, we had to put our Rangers baseball twist on it. So, for the following questions, if it's applicable to Jonah, they'll have to hold up a baseball. And if it's more applicable to Kenzie, we'll have them hold up a foam finger. Okay, here we go. No cheating. Do not turn around. Who is more likely to cry in the movie? Kenzie or Jonah? Kenzie? Okay, you guys had the same answer on that one. What's like a famous or like important movie to the Heim household that you guys always watch, whether it's the two of you guys or with the kids?
What's that? Well, Nash and Jonah are obsessed with Top Gun.
Top Gun. The new one?
The new one.
Yeah, so good.
They watched it last night together.
He makes us listen to the soundtrack in the car
We love
rides.
a good Great Balls of Fire song.
That's so cute. I love
He's
that.
4.
He's ready.
He's ready.
I love that. Well, if he's not a baseball player, he could always be like a Air Force pilot or something
of
crazy
course,
like
that'd
that.
be
I love
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, between Kenzie and Jonah, who is the better dancer? Jonah or Kenzie? You guys said each other. Okay, I feel like there's a story here. Are there like different types of dances you guys like to do at weddings or things like that?
I
or-
have one dance move.
You have one dance move? Okay, we have video. What is it?
Nope.
Do it.
No?
Yeah, that is it.
I am too sober for this.
Too sober.
We'll have to do after hours, after a game
I
sometime.
can't dance.
No.
Your wife just said you're a great dancer, so give us something to work with.
Just do your little shimmy.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's fine. I understand. So, Kenzie, what's your go-to dance move?
I don't feel like I have one.
She doesn't have one. She just does.
She just does.
So at weddings, you guys are the couple that's always on the dance floor. Ish?
We're not big dancers.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not big dancers. But if we've had a couple drinks,
We,
we danced at Nate and Brenna's wedding.
Oh, I love that.
That
Okay.
was fun. Yeah.
I love that. So give you guys a few drinks and then you're great dancers. You both think each other's a great dancer. You love to
I didn't say he was a great dancer. I said he's better.
Between the two of you, who is more organized? You said you each said yourselves. Let's unpack this a little bit.
What? You think you're organized?
You think you're organized?
Okay, so let's say the kids are going on a road trip. Who's packing the bags the neatest and the most concise? Jonah's saying
Jonah
himself.
is the packer.
Okay, Jonah's the
is
packer.
It's the whole
he packs
point
meat.
of-
He packs meat.
Jonah packs Kenzie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell Pierce to take notes on that
Tells
one.
me what she wants, and I neatly put it in the suitcase.
And then if I do
Wow.
it, he unpacks it and redoes it.
Well, you just throw it in there. You don't even fold it.
What's the point? It's gonna.
You can fit more.
So when you're not at the ballpark or not doing family activities, Jonah is the one that's at home packing for all 3 kids and the 2 of
No,
you.
that is not true. I get the clothes and he puts
She-
them in the suitcase.
You guys make a great team. That's ideal.
Yeah, because I'm not allowed to dress the kids.
No.
Okay, so Kenzie's the stylist and Jonah's
She's
the
a
organizer.
stylist, and I neatly put
But
it in the
other
suitcase.
than packing, what do you mean you're
Careful.
organized? Anyway,
All right, and finally, on to our final question. I'm excited to see how this next one goes. Who plans the best date nights? Kenzie. Okay, Team Kenzie on this one. What are your ideal date nights that you guys like to plan?
dinner. It's hard during baseball. Jonah's not really a date night guy. I have to plan it.
I'm turning around for this.
Yeah, okay, we're done with the game. You guys need to put the phone fingers down.
But
Let's
what?
unpack this a
No,
little
you
bit.
are better at planning events such as.
I do love planning events.
She's a better gift giver too.
What has been the best gift you've ever given each other, besides your kids, of course?
There's been a lot.
I feel like I put a lot more gift giving is my love language, so I put a lot of thought behind things that I give him. And he is
I try.
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm like, what are you, baby?
I am not a gift giver. I try.
That's all that matters. The thought is there, and that's what truly counts. I love that. What do your ideal date nights look like? So let's say Kenzie is planning a date night, just the 2 of you. Someone's watching the kids. What are you guys doing? Let's say it's like a full off day. What date nights are you guys making happen?
I love country concerts. So if we could do a date night at Dos Equis outside. So
Yeah,
fun.
we've done that a couple times.
Yeah,
We're big just dinner,
dinner.
movie.
What are some of your favorite restaurants for date night specifically in the DFW area?
We like the stockyards a lot.
We love the stockyards.
We'll go to the
Yeah, that's
stockyards
fun.
and get food and just walk
Yeah.
around. The Drover has a really good restaurant
We
inside
do.
the
We
hotel.
go to the Drover a lot.
Okay, finally, last question of the day. You guys have been wonderful. Let's say the Heim family of 5, so you guys and the kids are going out to dinner or an activity. What are you guys doing?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Stop. I love that so much.
They do love Nash loves Chuck E. Cheese. That's where we did his birthday
Yeah, we
party
did his
this
birthday
year.
party there, and they ask to go back all the time.
Yeah, but then they love the arcade or bowling.
Yeah, they're not very home. They're not homebodies. They need to be out doing
They're
stuff.
like me.
They love the trampoline park. They love.
Oh, they love the
They
trampoline
love
park.
Peppa Pig
Yeah.
World.
Peppa Pig World Amusement Park. They love
They
that.
love the zoo.
Yeah.
But Chuck E. Cheese is not on the date night list for just the two of you.
We
I heard they have
we
good
would.
pizza.
Their pizza's
We would.
great.
We'd go for a date night.
So the next Rangers off day, Kenzie and Jonah are coming to Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah,
near you.
if you guys want to come, let us know.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Yes.
Before I let y'all go, where can Rangers fans find you on social media?
Ooh, my Instagram is Kenzie Heims.
And I'm just Jonah Heims 6.
All right, there you have it. And Rangers fans, mark your calendars for May 30th for the Mystery Ball giveaway. Go visit Kenzie and the rest of the Rangers' wives right outside the Grand Slam team store. Signing off from Globe Life Fields, I'm Hannah Wing. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this episode with a friend or a fellow Rangers fan, and we'll see you next time.